Hey guys, Dr. Chris here. One of the top reasons people say that they don't exercise is lack of time. So when we are in our teens and 20s, it's kind of easy to exercise, prioritize our health, stuff like that. We don't have a ton of responsibilities yet. But as we progress in life, we start a family, we get full-time job, maybe a few jobs. We get more responsibilities and we start to get into more of a time crunch. So here's a tip on how to make exercise more efficient. And I kind of call it like exercise stacking. So you want to do an exercise on top of a stretch. Now, before you start combining exercises, make sure you are very accustomed to each one separately. So an example here, we're going to do an overhead press in a hip flexor or quad stretch. So make sure that first you can get the hip flexor or the quad stretch set first. Get used to that for a while first. Get used to an overhead press for a while first, and then combine them. Otherwise, it's a lot to focus on all at once. So for the hip flexor stretch, you want to kneel down on like a exercise mat, pad, pillow, whatever you got to cushion the knee. And then you want ribs down. We don't want to arch. And you see this a lot. That is not a hip flexor stretch. That's just arching the back. You want ribs down, tummy tight, squeeze the butt to push the hips forward, and you'll feel a stretch right in front of the hip there. Once you get used to that, maybe 4 rounds of 30 seconds, just getting used to it in general, then we can take a dumbbell. For this, when you're starting to stack exercises, make sure you start light, because we don't want to be loading stretching if we're not used to it. So start nice and light. So ribs down, butt tight, and then punch the ceiling. So you start the dumbbell right at the shoulder and punch the ceiling. Make sure we don't go into this. So it's ribs down the whole time. So you can do like 3 sets of 10, starting nice and light. Progress, workout to workout 2 or 3 times a week over the course of a few weeks. If that's too easy, you can go into a quad stretch or couch stretch. Same ribs down, tummy tight, butt squeezed, and then punch the ceiling like that. Can have something for stability and balance if you need, but that concept of exercise stacking where you do an exercise on top of a stretch will help you save time so you can be mobile and strong in less time. If you like these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so we can get better together. God bless.